So, what is really building great job descriptions? Building great job descriptions is really about being clear in terms of what is the job description that is there on a resume, what is it on the social media, and how are you going to be presenting yourself to various members of the organization. So, for example, if you're working for a very competitive company, it is always good that the starting point to getting a high salary job is to kind of keep checking with various people in terms of the basic requirements of the job. So it is about getting a day in the life right. So if it's a chief operating officer, it is it is interesting that the person who is pitching for the chief operating officer, the role of chief operating officer has to basically think of typically their goals, right? So they should have very specific high level goals, and they should start by obviously talking about introducing their company. So if a person is chief operating officer of a beauty sampling company, or if the person is a chief operating officer of a large public sector organization like Tech Frontier, they have to basically outline expectations, and they have to basically look in terms of the expectations of the project. They have to look in terms of what the kind of work environment is, and chief operating officer job description also has to look at the qualifications, the duty, and look at the long term impact of the position, and also details. So it is so for a chief operating officer, it's very high level. It's about operating skills. It's about what are the kind of operations that they'll have. It's about conveying the impact that they will be making. So if they are bringing decent jobs, the chief operating officer has to really talk about how many operational jobs are they going to be bringing in the team. The chief of operating officer of a company is second in command, so he's not, he or she is not the first, and the professional reports to the chief executive officer. And they have to have some level of people skills, so they need to have transferable skills of collaborating. They need to be globally sensitive. They need to understand, scan newspapers, articles, and they need to know in terms of what's going on. So if the chief operating officer is running a large public sector company, they need to basically understand in terms of what are the deeper issues that are there. So are they going to be getting support from the government? Are they going to get support from public sector and procurement? If the public sector company has to pitch to the government, are they going to get into competitive bidding, or they're going to get into a not competitive bidding? They have to actually adhere to the company federal, state, and local business requirements in terms of compliance. They have to even look at people, so onboarding, professional development, performance management. They have to analyze internal operations. They have to aggressively manage investments, so large capital investments. They have to monitor performance, and they have to maintain a trusted relationship. So that's what a chief executive officer is. And you have typically talent management companies, and basically a lot of recruiting agencies that talk about them. But having said that, in terms of building great job descriptions, it's also good to look at a company like Ceridian, and look in terms of the kind of work that they are doing, and how what has their like success story been so far. So it's always good to kind of understand their ambition. The other employer is Canada Life, and Canada Life has created an app which is a can it's a Wellcan app, and they have basically been tracking anxiety levels, and trying to create that sort of an app through which people can share their mental health. So again, and that is something that is done by the person who is handling the publicity or the public relations of the company. So it's always good to kind of look at the job description from the fact that they can be reviewed annually. They have to have performance orientation. It is not just about creating a document, but it's also about getting the right members in the team sort of excited about it. And the one detail that the job description must have is about what does the role entail in terms of impact. So impact is very important. So for example, if you are following all the work that the governments are doing now on a provincial and a national level, the government has been working in terms of doing contact tracing. They have been tracking in terms of improving the situation in the long term care. They've been looking in terms of what are the kind of case stories that they are receiving from various places. So again, it's not, job descriptions have to be on paper, so they must be indexable, they must be something that would be searchable, and they have to be on paper and they have to be on internet, because that is the paper element of job description is very essential. If it is a web developer who has created an application, they need to have that on paper and they need to create the mock-up, the framework, and then they need to kind of look at how many people actually downloaded that app, and they have to look at the performance and the metrics. So job description. So a lot of people who say that job description on paper doesn't matter are probably not knowing that the idea of writing something down makes a lot of impact. Also, the idea of recording something and having it in recording, where a person is sharing their day with the internal team members, is also very very effective. So in order to, so one is obviously building the framework in terms of what the company values are, mission is, and what are the smaller group goals, and at the same time looking at uh, specifics that can talk about the non-monetary factors like culture, and sharing that. So technical skills, looking at the good to have skills, and also looking at qualifications. And the fourth aspect is around what are the kind of mindset and cultural sensitivities that they need to bring. So if all that can be tied in, then the job description becomes very attractive, and it's actually a marketing and sales tool with a singular objective to attract and secure the best possible candidate for the job. But great candidates have options, and they are not only likely to consider the role that they are considering. So typically, if one needs a good candidate, they have to craft a job description that appeals to their purpose. If it is a graduate, or if that person is technically equipped in a particular area, then the job description has to appeal to that person, so that they have a motivation from day one. If there is somebody who has come in from a media background, then the job description should have a large title of a bold title. They should have great meta description. They should be able to write from A to Z all that is going on. If the job description is for an event manager, it has to specify in terms of the duration of the event, what is the event like, how many people are the audience for the event, and what are the budgets. So again, an event manager is pretty much in charge of the business. So is a web designer. So is a CFO or a CEO. So it actually depends on the title, but it also depends on the organization, and last but not least, it actually depends on what is the kind of applicants that the job is attracting. So there was a discussion that was happening between Great West Life and Canada Life, and they were basically talking about registered nurses in long-term care centers, and they actually were sharing a specific job description in terms of what are the kind of communication levels that are needed in those long-term care centers. So again, it was a very specific sort of narration in terms of what are the qualifications, what are the skills, what are the good to have skills, and what are the cultural traits that are required. Again, another example is WestJet, and WestJet is a sought after employer, a company that people want to work for to enrich the lives of everyone in WestJet world by providing safe, friendly, and affordable air travel. The other interesting example is of Liberal government, and they came out with a fall economic budget, and they collected data points from various people in the province as well as across the country, and they have their so there is a dashboard and there's an analysis done in terms of what is it that the people are saying, and also they have clear a number goal in terms of how many people that they're going to reach. And again, uh, the government works with campaigns and they break down their communication by campaign, and they have many campaigns that they target to various people. So again, the job description is very unique. It is a marketing document. It's a sales document. It needs to appeal to sustainable development goals. It needs to appeal to the organization, and last but not the least, it should actually attract the right candidate.